Hello, I am Archivist Saren, and welcome to my study. And today, we are back to Wall World Dos, and that's a good thing. We got a lot of upgrades last time. Also, we got through the tutorial sequences, which were surprisingly difficult because, I think it's because I played the first game, so I kind of already knew what I was supposed to be doing. And then the tutorial wasn't letting me do that. And so I was like struggling against the tutorial trying to do things and it just wouldn't let me. But we got through all that and I think we're into basically the main game by this point. We finished the entire first area except for this last mission. I don't know if it has like limited numbers of missions and specific things or if there's like an endless mode like the first game was. We also have a side mission over here. Insane difficulty, you say? Okay. That does not sound fun. That doesn't sound good. But we'll do that a bit later. But we're still here in the Rust Belt. There's not much else we can really do right now. So, yeah, I guess we just go here. We got a few new upgrades since our last run. I think we got more inventory capacity or some such. Did these just move? Wait. Yeah. Hold on. That ain't right. Something about this ain't right. What do you mean? Why do these two keep switching positions randomly? That's very weird. But okay. We'll just get into the next mission, I guess, and see what happens. I'm kind of interested to see how the game goes from here, because as you can see, it's got like numerous missions and stuff, and as I just said, I don't know if there's an endless mode or something that's more similar to the first game that's involved in this. I would hope that there is at some point, because it really seems to just be little snippets of the first game that you're playing through. It might be that if I defeat the Leviathan, maybe I keep going and it does additional things. I'm not sure. Maybe I should try that this next time. I've just been kind of scared to fight the thing because it seems kind of spooky. But let's go in and see what happens. I guess if we get some good combat upgrades and can like mine well, then I guess we'll attempt to fight the Leviathan. Okay, we're right next to a cloud layer up above. So we gotta go down until we reach... I think there's usually 2 mines and then a barrier. So we'll do our best to get those. Alright, we got another heathen over here. Did the volume turn back up, or am I just going crazy? I don't know. I feel like it was louder than before, and I don't know why. I think I am just crazy. Okay, he'll just be over there. It's fine. We're not gonna mess with him. Alright, so we have slightly faster drilling inherently. Oh, hi. Yeah, I can't really do anything about that if he's in a 1x1 tunnel with me. Alright, we need more vacuum capacity someday. So does this loop back, you think, or is this just death? No, it loops back. Okay. Once again, survives at 1 health. I don't know why. I don't know why they have so much 0 health. It's very bizarre. Alright, but we're trying to find a singular module, evidently. Which should be easy, one would think. Okay, so that doesn't loop around down there. That's a dead end up here. Down here and over there are the only places left to explore. Okay, but this expands out. I swear, these yellow, like, rust tunnels are very tricky when it comes to the directions that they go. They just kind of go all over the place. Oh yeah, see, there's a ton more over there. Alright, let's grab what we can. Head back and get some upgrades. Because even though this place is pretty easy to mine through, you might as well mine it faster. Okay, there's a whole bunch down there too. Okay. We can get... Oh, we could get this. This is usually worthwhile, but only a 10% chance. That's a lot of money. Because we would need to get a 10% chance 18 times to break even on this. And I don't think we're getting that throughout the course of one of these shorter missions. In the last game, it was always worth it to get this like as soon as possible because the games lasted so long and you'd mine so many things. But with this, each level only lasts like half an hour tops, and it's usually not worth it to invest that much into it because it just doesn't last long enough to pay that back. We'll get a bit more of this. These things are really hard to break through. It's kind of why I want more breaking power. Okay, we have a decent bit of blue. Let's go turn in real quick. We need more, I think. We're gonna get this blue. And then head back, because I think 14 will be enough to get the next upgrade. I need to kind of memorize how much these cost. I never really bothered to. No, 16. Okay, we'll get more movement speed. That's probably good for going in and out of the mine. Like we are. And that thing shoots a lot of projectiles. I don't much appreciate it. I don't even know if those hurt me. I think they do. I think I've always shot them before they get to me, though. Okay, well, we're about to be assailed by some enemies, so let's gather up what we can, which would include that tech thing. I know it's gonna kind of unleash these enemies on us, but these ones aren't so bad. I think we have enough time. Okay, you just get up over this ridge, grab you, and then we can head back. We should be getting back right around the time the wave hits. Yep. Right on time. What do you give us? Tesla armor. Is that automatic? If it isn't, I don't know how worth it that is. Okay, we can use our money for faster turn rate and faster attack speed. Those are like the two most important. Okay, we need to be able to walk one of these directions. So there we go. Okay. Grab onto it. Thank you. Hey, Dottie. How goes things? Again. Oh, it is automatic. Oh, that's nice. Alright, but there's no real reason to fight them. But it will be nice to have this auto zappy armor for over here. How's it? It's going well for me. We're just doing more mining, as always. This is a very expansive cave. I don't know why it's so big. It just keeps going, and there's always another little offshoot to go into. I don't really want to go in there right now. Figure out Twitch/YouTube things? Yeah, it's always confusing to figure out. I still have some YouTube things I need to figure out that I've just been way too lazy to actually deal with just yet. Like how the chat still, you know, isn't popping up on the thing. I know how to do it. I'm pretty sure. It just will be a lot of work to do it, and so I haven't. Man, there's just more and more and more stuff, and we don't have enough vacuum capacity to get all this out. Oh, you're trying to do multi-streaming? Yeah, I've heard that can be a little complex. That's why I decided to switch to YouTube instead of multi-streaming to YouTube as well as Twitch. Because I was like, seems like too much work. Especially because I heard that there's like, you know, certain guidelines with being a Twitch affiliate or something where your content has to be exclusive to Twitch for a certain amount of time before it can be sent somewhere else. So if you're ever a Twitch affiliate, I guess that becomes an issue. I don't know. Okay, we need to go turn in our loot. Gonna kill that eventually, but I have to wait until you get your own PC? Maybe. Yeah, that would be smart. Turn in these. Because, yeah, I don't know how we're going to get any of the loot up here. I mean, it's going to be tough. Guess we can try. I'm just glad that it's these rolly guys and not the other dudes, you know, the flying ones. Alright, we just gotta outrun this guy. That'll be easy. As long as we don't lose any of these. Come along. Thank you. See if we can't get some upgrades. We can. To download a lot of things, and it's not your PC to download a lot of things. Yeah, that is true. You should definitely have your own PC before just downloading a million things onto it, but you know, I'm also sure that people probably won't mind too much. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, not a lot we can do in the cave in the amount of time it gave us. Alright, enemy time. Now, the bullets should be drawn to the enemies. I didn't get that before in, like, the last level because it costs a lot of green, and I was trying to save green from that one. But the difference is that now I have, like, 20 green sitting back at base, and I haven't even spent half of it. So I'm pretty sure we do not need to save up the green right now. Eventually we probably will, but not yet. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, clips and stuff like that is very, you know, successful as a content format. I only haven't done that because I can't edit my own stuff. So if I was able to, I would totally be doing it. Alright, we have a lot of these spawners and everything in here. It's like on one hand I want them destroyed, on the other hand I want to survive. You know? Man, this just keeps going. Oh, and this will break into their lair. We definitely would need to kill them then. Alright, we might just go to the end of this cave if we can and see if there's any big surprise, but get no more resources from here. Because we're full up and there's a bunch of enemies and spawners. Okay, it doesn't look like there's anything even over here. Come along. Just gotta head back to the ship and get out of here. Why can't I do it? You mean the editing? It's mainly just that I can't really stand the sound of my own voice usually. Oh, that's the bottom of the map. Okay, right. We gotta go up through the cloud wave. So it's like one of those, I don't know how you'd even describe it. It's like, have you ever seen a video or a picture of yourself when you were like really young and you just cringe so bad internally because you're like, that was me, I did that I used to look or sound like that. Brother, you know? That's all that happens whenever I try to do something like that. So I don't watch my own videos, nor do I edit them, or can I edit them, because it's just, I get that kind of visceral reaction. And it's no good. Alright, we just gotta kill this guy. Alright, now we just go in here. Just one of you. Why are you sitting in the closet? Why are you digging the wall? Everyone has their own calling. Fair enough. I just wanted to record a Let's Play, and then I found this place. It is quiet in here. Even the Zyrex won't bother you. Exactly. Natural soundproofing is a gift from Ontinti. I don't know what that is. Sounds fancy. Alright, let's keep going. Oh, we got another wave because the friggin' cloud wave accelerates the wave for some reason. Gotta kill that guy. It didn't kill him? Man, how long does it take to kill you? There we go. Well, we're into the lava zone now. That's great. And we learned that gems are not destroyed by lava, so we can break that without any fear. Alright, let's head over here. We need a lot of loot before we can get our next mining upgrade. I think we're almost there, actually, with how much we have on the ground around here. So yeah, let's just grab all this. Let's grab you out as well. Go over there. Hopefully I can get all of you guys up this way. Yes, good. Gimme. Okay. Let's see if we can get more. Yes, the good upgrade. And then the best upgrade. And then the bestest upgrade. Still have a lot of upgrades to get that we just have never been able to because the game just does not last long enough. Maybe someday. But we'll try our best to do the Leviathan on this run. I don't know how or what that really entails, but I mean, I beat the Leviathan a million times in the first game. I have to assume it's similar to that. Barrage mortar, good. Let's see, we only need a little bit more. We can get the split beam. I would like that. Oh, and we're actually in the cave with the archive module. That is amazing news. Alright, just give us a little bit more purple, please. No, you're not gonna give me purple? Okay. Well... yeah, I knew down here there was some purple. Nah, I might as well fill up while I'm here. But that'll unleash these guys onto the world. But that's fine. You. Thank you. Okay. Now we can get split. Good, good. Now we almost have the thing coming in. I think I can get a little bit more stuff done before then. Because yeah, these split beams do some work. Okay. It's 3 out of 10. 3 more and 3 more. Okay. That should be about 9. So we're pretty much full capacity. Head back into here, just in time for the wave. And we should get some damage, because, oh boy. And yeah, I think you mentioned a while back considering getting rid of the miss in the name. I said it was probably a good idea. Okay, and I just gotta wait for you. And that's everything. I was worried for a second because the thing didn't end promptly. But alright, let's obliterate this whole cavern. Wow, there's 2 spawners right there. That is no good. Three spawners, oh my gosh. But you see, we have some good combat potential with this double thing as well. We just gotta find where this thingamahoosamawhat's it is. There we go. Blueprint. Rotary saws. Cooldown, huh? Jill, I found a blueprint. Well done, now you can finally... Wait, I'm detecting a strange seismic activity in your area. I don't feel anything, are you sure? Because it's far below, and the Zyrex can feel it. Multiple signatures are heading your way from the deep, you have to run. Oh, that's a bad sign. They just, you know... I know I have to run and all that, but there's some loot here. I can't say no to the loot. You know, that'd be crazy. Okay, we're just gonna take you. Anything that can come with us, because obviously that thing is not too friendly. Can we fight you? Haha, no. He's kind of slow. So yeah, let's get the heck out of here. Which direction were we going? I think up. It's always hard to remember. We can't really get anything there, so let's just keep on moving. Wait, is that also blockage? Yeah, so I guess this is the last mine. Alright, here's the plan. Now we're gonna go into the mine. I'm gonna use my speediness to dodge this guy indefinitely. And I'm gonna do some more mining. Because mining gets us that currency. Oh, is he breaking stuff for me? What a guy. Does that still get me the currency? Yeah, you're gonna have to do better than that if you want to scare me, Mr. Man. Sorry, but you know. I got mining to do. Owie. Alright. Well, we got a good few hundred more dust stuff out of it, so that's nice. I guess now we can start the extraction, because there's no more mines to go into, so what would be the point of doing anything else? Let's, get another one of these. Okay, he did. Right, because we do have those mines, so we can leave that to them and kill you instead. Even with increased damage, those things hurt. Or they take a lot of damage to kill, thus they hurt. You guys need to be taken out. Like, Toronto. Actually, we're getting evac. Okay. We don't have to worry about anything. There we go. Yeah, the spider definitely has by far enough, you know. Oh yeah, we were gonna try to kill the Leviathan. I forgot about that. Dang it. We didn't really have a whole lot to fight it anyway. They always keep us from having enough damage to be able to do much, which is unfortunate. Because I still don't know how tough the Leviathan is, but I doubt a slightly upgraded machine gun is going to be sufficient. At least in the last game, it wasn't. Here's the blueprint I mentioned. Let me see. It's weird. The diagram is in our language. I can understand it pretty well. How did it end up there? Hasn't it bothered you before? It's not the first high-tech relic we found in a mine. They're always a perfect fit for our spiders. Makes you wonder. Blueprint of what? A saw, but it will have to be adapted for the spider. Can you do that? It's easier than you think. I'll get everything ready in no time. Okay then, I guess I can have a saw now. Well, good. I'm not the most excited about that, so I'll probably get other stuff first. Can't afford that yet. Let's go see. Can we go see? Yeah, I see that. Buy a saw for the spider. Why? That's my money. Isn't it? Why would you do that? Fits like a glove, sure. Looks impressive. Of course, now let's check out its effectiveness. Go to the hole. Oh, because the saw is needed for that. What if I want to upgrade? I just got back. I can't spend any of my stuff. Why you gotta do that to me? I want to spend my stuff. Yeah, this one's a lot more story-driven than, you know, letting you do things. Because I would like to be able to spend my items, but it does not let me. It's like we're still kind of in a constant tutorial that's forcing your hand you know, it could have just said, oh, well, buy the saw to go deeper into the hole, and I would have been like, okay, I'll go check that out next after I upgrade things. And then I would have. Alright. So what does being in here do for me exactly? I guess I'm gonna get to the next roadblock, and then it's gonna tell me I need something else, and then I'm gonna need to get that. Oh, great. And we get no upgrades in here, so we just have to kind of deal with it. How much health do these things have? Are they just supposed to chase me forever? No, they can be killed. They just take a lot of hits. Okay. Because once again, we can't upgrade our gun at all, so... Oh, good. Dang, there's some kind of energy barrier here. A big one. Looks like a laser grid. Yeah, a saw isn't of much use with laser beams. You can hear that hum even through the comms. Why couldn't they just make a metal grate? Imagine how much energy you must need to keep this thing running. Well, either they're low on metal, or they filter everything, even air. Apparently, we're not the only ones fed up with the Zyrex. So what now? Has to be access to the power circuit somewhere. Let's try redirecting the energy, or at least overloading the system. I see some loose rocks behind me. I'll try to dig through. Well, I can just do that? Oh. We can dig through the ground. Okay, this looks really cursed being right side up. I don't know what to say. Alright. Well, this is a predicament. We're still getting permanent, like, monies out of it, so I guess it's a good thing that we're just able to mine freely in here. Wow, that's a few enemies. None of them are particularly dangerous. Oh, you change it to its Dottie. Ah, that works. Glad you found something that works for you. Let's go back and see if we can I was gonna say this is a 0, but I haven't deposited them yet. That's why. Can we get upgrades in here? We can. Okay. Get some speed first. Ah, interesting. I wonder why. I mean, I guess names can be taken on one platform and not others for numerous reasons, but seems kind of odd. Alright, leave that stuff there. Go and turn in again. Grab the more stuff. I don't know if we can do anything with 12. But we'll try. Yeah, we could get more movement speed. But no, we'll get more of that. Okay. This is odd. I do like this kind of thing, though, because it doesn't give us a big old timer that we have to be worrying about. It's just plain old cave exploration, which is nice. They give a lot of loot per node, which is very good. Ah, what is all this then? I feel like making a new email. Yeah, that makes sense. Making emails and all that is kind of a hassle. Well, I have a lot of loot to bring back. A lot. Let's just get it all up one step at a time. That is gonna be difficult, though, to bring any decent amount up of that step. Alright, I think it will be, with this sheer number of things, I think it's best to just turn it in manually. Let me see if I can get more movement speed. I can. Good. That will help greatly. But once again, we have no timer, so we're good to just kind of chill in here and pick up all our loot. Move that as close as we can while going. Pick up all that. Do another run. Yeah, I'm assuming this is like one of the only caves they're gonna give us in this sequence, so they're wanting to give us a lot of loot to make up for that. Okay, we'll just turn this in again. Once again, we need better the vacuum capacity for sure. Okay, I should be still on for like another hour or two, most likely, at least. So, I should still be here. Hope you have a good lunch and all that. Drag all this up here. Go turn in again. And then we gotta open the thing with all the guys, which will be fun. Although, I don't have to worry about killing the guys. And actually, I think I can get more digging upgrades now. We'll save up more. Because, yeah, I don't know. Oh, they do have a spawner up there. I don't know if the one down here had a spawner. Oh. I mean, I found some abandoned premises. They obviously lived here doing, well, whatever you usually do. Engineering, Ben. I do engineering. Found anything out of the ordinary? Yes, there's some kind of warm round thing and a groove nearby. I'm not strong enough to move it. Must be an energy cell. Try sucking it into the groove. The vacuum is clearly stronger than you. Ah. Okay, well, we will do that once we have collected all the loot. We can actually use this. Might actually work better. And there's no big monster sound because something's coming to kill me. That's good. Or what's over here? More loot. Alright, well. Move this stuff over here. Is there stuff down here? Of course there is. Well, I can't really get those without the orb coming with. Let's go turn in again. Get us one of these. Try to pull as much of this up here as we can, which isn't much, evidently. but that's fine. That's like another 1.5 trips worth of loot right there. And we got the bio goop, which is also useful for upgrades once we eventually get back and they let us upgrade things. No, you get back up here. Thank you. I definitely need more movement speed eventually. We just do not have nearly enough. Okay. Got some of that up there. Still like 3 more trips worth. Okay, and I think we might be able to get another movement speed upgrade once we get in there, which would probably be the most efficient thing to get at this point, just because of the sheer amount of movement we have to do to pick all this up. What do these do? Okay, these are just logs. 207,296th sleep cycle after the Great Awakening. Density in Sector A-176 has lessened, cause unknown. Many are pleased with the rapid exploration, and a bunch of gibberish. Alright, so these are just logs that I can pick up. I don't need to actually worry about progressing anything. Okay, and this is binary, I know that. I don't know what it says. This is a good question, though. There are lots of cycles after the Great Awakening. Sensors are going crazy. There's clearly some kind of anomaly ahead. We've never encountered anything so colossal before. Could that be the big Leviathan thingamawhatsit? That's kind of what it sounds like. We almost have all the loot. That's a plus. Now the question is, do I spend it on more mining or do I spend it on attacking? Because I'd like the double beam, but I think we need more attacking. But I love the double beam. Okay, let's get first round of attacking stuff and magnetic bullets. And then we'll save the rest for mining, because that should be enough attacking upgrades for now. But if they give us any more mines in here, it would be nice to be able to mine them properly. Okay, and I think we actually have everything in here. Alright, let's mine through the rest of all this. Oh, we can go in here too. I have a lot of those just running around. Alright, many cycles after Great Awakening. Sector F-827 is composed entirely of organic tissue. The ancient scriptures make no mention of such a thing. Research shows that this organic matter is inedible, and anyone who ate of this flesh became a similar piece of shapeless meat. Alright. Well, ain't that delightful lore. Let's, it worked. The barrier should turn off now. Go deeper. Okay. Can probably do. Bring this stuff up with us. Okay. Now, I'll save what we got for now, so that if we need more cave mining, I can spend it on the mining, or if more enemies come and we need more combat, we could still upgrade on the fly. That looks fun. Though those crystals seem to be kind of in the way of whatever that's supposed to be doing. Oh, there's another spider down there. Another spider. And another spider. I can see several white spiders. Have they noticed you? It doesn't matter. Run. They're overgrown with crystals. Not a soul around. It's sort of creepy. There's also a huge broken fan. Think there's been a fight? No, the white spiders aren't damaged, and there's no corpses, no signs of battle. You mean, it's like they offer no resistance at all. It's not like inners. What happened here? I don't know, clearly nothing good. Yeah, that's for sure. And it definitely seems like the place is a bit abandoned. Let's see what's forward then. I don't see any mines here. Big old Tesla tower. Okay. There's a turret shooting lightning out here. Yes, I can see. The sensors are showing high energy spikes. What should I do? I doubt I'll be able to just walk past it. That's true. You'll get fried. You could, of course, take the risk and hope that the lightning will immediately ground itself without passing through you, but that doesn't sound encouraging. Yeah, you'd better get back. Alright, well, thanks for teleporting me out of there, I guess. Ben, you're not gonna believe it. I was studying the saw blueprint. It had a strange glow. I've never seen anything like it. Cool. How will it help me not get burned to a crisp? It won't. Okay. While you were flying back to the city, I detected a powerful surge of radiation from another region. The signatures, they match. It's as if something responded to our problem. Huh? Time to explore a new region, that's what. Okay. Well, now we have more money, I think. Maybe? Or made back the same amount of money that we just spent. But we can go buy stuff. Ain't that delightful? Okay. Now we've been wanting one of these. So we're gonna buy one of these. This is not that useful, I don't think. A shield, health, foam. None of which is super important. But nothing else exists. Okay. Well, I guess we're just gonna save up there. Because I don't really need much of anything else. I mean, I could get this. Bouncing off walls. That could be good. Finally have something better. But I like just upgrading the digging stuff, and then the digging stuff can kill the enemies better than that can, usually. So, let's just head out of there. What was next? Oh yeah, the bar. I guess we can look for side quests. Got any side quests in here? Nope, just the same guy. Okay. Actually, I think, yeah, we could go from anywhere. We don't have to do that. Let's see. So you can begin these missions still, even after everything's been done there. I guess that's to be able to farm up more green if you need it for upgrades. Alright. So we need to go do that. However, it says insane difficulty, so we probably want to do that while the Zyrex activity bar is as low as possible, right? So I think we'll try this. But that, I mean, insane difficulty sounds fun. We have a bigger vacuum, so what could go wrong? I mean, that's like a 50% increase to our sucking. I have never been able to suck as much as I do now. Alright, this is an interesting material. Looks like scales. Let's try to get deep into the cave in case there's something in here. like this thingy. So I wonder if there's actually any randomization to this, or if every level is kind of like curated and put together the same way. Ah, there's some of the new mineral. Very nice. We will need a lot of this stuff. Oh, what's back here? Nothing. Okay. Good. Man, not a lot of minerals in this place. You gotta say. Haven't even filled up our inventory yet. Okay, let's just grab these minerals around here and fill up. I think that's pretty much full. And we'll head back and see what we can do. Want to break through here. Grab this. A drone system, my favorite. Okay. I guess that. See if this goes anywhere. It does. Right down to these guys, which is not really where we want to be, but it's fine. Okay, we kind of have to go through them, I suppose. Or maybe go up here. Oh, there's just a research sitting up there by the lava. That's great. Why did it bounce like that? Who knows? Okay, the deeper we go in, the more plentiful the mines seem to be. Also, the more plentiful the lava seems to be. Okay, good. This does reach back up here. Okay, let's head back. Once we get this back in our position. There we are. Wait, can I shoot it? No. It's just by chance that it ended up shooting forward. Explosive burst. When activated, the wall digger dashes toward the target, destroying blocks in its path and dealing damage to enemies. Okay. Let's see, can we get more? I would like more. Still have a bit of time, surprisingly. There's more loot down here with more lava. There's always more lava for some reason. But I guess this is kind of a lava-y place. But luckily the lava, surprisingly, is not that big of an issue. Like, it doesn't do that much damage at all. Kind of would expect it to. But it does not. Oh, I was about to say nothing over here, but no, there's definitely something over here. More loot is what it is. Nothing in there. Head back to the ship. Now the wave is about to hit, so let's get us some vital upgrades here. I think we can... No. It's like right on top of... That's always the worst, is when the wave is right on top of you. And you can't really do anything about it. So you can't leave. Can't do nothing. You just gotta sit there and wait. Alright, but we got the drone, which is gonna make life so much easier. Okay, these guys are tanky. Why are you so tanky? Is this the only cave that's here? I think it is, actually. Alright, well, we only have the one cave. So I guess we just go in, find the cat at the very end, and then we're done. Kind of bizarre. Well, why there's so much lava in here? It hurt you through the wall? No. So those guys are gonna be, you know, kind of sucky. We once again can't just freely kill those things because they increase the wave. What are you? Huh? It's a wormhole? Does that work infinite times? Where even was that? That was up here, right? Accidentally mined through that. Didn't realize I was trying to preserve that. Come on, why are you always alive at 0 health? I hate it. Okay, we have another way back, which is good. We need more money for more mining, for more damage. Give me back my research. There we go. I'm learning how to use that. Every 3 seconds. Oh yeah, the chemical pellets. That is really niche. That doesn't do a whole lot usually. But glad we have it, I guess. I guess movement speed. Can you get in and out of the mine easier? Why are you at 0 health for so very long? I hate it. I think this definitely at this point does more damage. Sadly. Ow. Okay, so this area is cleared out. Get rid of this thing. Gonna get the guy angry at me again, but that's fine. Guess we can probably just go over here and be near this thing. Go. What is that thing? Do I want to know? Probably not. Okay. Why do you have a laser? Okay. Well, I had to look over for a bit to figure out which button was the... And what are you? Apparently we can hit you that way. I didn't know we could. Alright. Upgrade the drone system later. Can you get out of the thing? Thank you. Why 7? When am I ever going to be able to press 7? Okay, and apparently it shoots us downwards. That's interesting. Straight down into... Or maybe it goes towards the mouse? I don't know. Seems weird. We gotta get to the end of this mine. We gotta stop lollygagging. Alright, I hope those flying guys don't have another spawner connected to them, because if they do, that would kind of suck. Dang it. It didn't bring the thing with me. Why not? That's very rude of it. It is very hard to get the... Yeah, no, it literally just shoots us down. I don't know how that helps us at all. Maybe it is just towards the mouse, but me moving the mouse doesn't actually change its direction. It only kind of goes the same direction forever that it was originally sent, which seems a bit weird. Alright. Catbot is over this way, though. There we go. Oh, those things are pretty useful. Yeah, let's build one of those right here, because this is the only mine we have, so might as well make it defensible. They're not R. Come on. Why do they put those right next to each other? I was having that trouble in the first game as well. And then you have that long animation trying to get in and out of the mine. Why are you down here? Okay. Oh, okay, I didn't even see that where that one was. What are you? Give me money, I guess? I don't know. I'm kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. That's no good. There's another teleporter home. I'd like more money before I have to use it, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Well, we can't do a whole lot here. What is this? Resources from any block. That's pretty nice. But kind of a low chance, so let's just get a little bit of more health on this thing. And then magnetic bullets, or we can get both. Thank you, drone, for telling me where they are. Too many melee enemies for me to handle the guys in the sky. Yeah, I think those guys are actually invincible until we get rid of everything else. Yeah, you just have to get rid of all the other ones. Okay, back. So we back in the mine. This is a tough one, though. I see why it was insane difficulty. Because it may just be one mine, but it's one very long, very arduous mine. Where is this taking us? Okay, we got another teleporter. Good. And this thing gave us what looked like XP. Let me pay attention this time. It didn't actually give us much of anything. Didn't seem to take XP or give it. It just kind of wasn't anything. So I don't know what those things do yet. well, let's head back real quick. That still can't get us nothing. Man, singular really long tunnels are kinda sucky. Yeah, so it boosts you up towards where you're going, or towards where your mouse is pointing, not where you're moving to. So that's interesting. It's also like way out of the way button-wise. I mean, the number 7 is way off on the other side of the keyboard. So that's not very intuitive to be able to press. But I guess we got a lot of abilities going on. Come on. What's down here? It only looks like something. Man, this is a very deep mine. Are we gonna be able to get to the end of it in time? I don't know. We need more loot, but it's not giving us any more loot. Well, not much more. No, not R. F. F. There's... Okay. E is get in and out of the thing. R is get the spider off of the mine. And F is the store. So you can very easily press any of those buttons from the same exact position. And it is very annoying how easy it is to mix those up. Because, like, why? Alright, I don't know if we'll be able to actually do anything in the mine. We might just need to find a transporter and come back. Of course, we went the wrong way. Yeah, I don't think we have enough time for anything other than just be sent back. We got one thing, though. Yeah, so it's better than doing nothing out here. Alright, and we can't get any upgrades, because there's just... It takes so long to get in there that we just don't have any money left. These ground enemies are a big pain. Oh, of course, you didn't die. Saw was not enough. How the heck are we supposed to beat that? We don't have the saw again for another who knows how long. We're just stuck. We're trapped. And we got no money. Why do we not have any? I guess because we bought this a long time ago and it just never gave us any more. Okay. Yeah, that's BS. Because, yeah, I don't know, I don't like that level, because you have to go so far in to get any resources after a while. And you can't put more into mining, or else you just don't have enough to do anything else. Because you need to put a ton into combat to be able to fight those things, but you also can't fight those things after a while. There just is way too many of them. I guess we're going back. It has to do this whole thing every time. Okay. Well, now we kind of know what's happening, that this is the only mine, and there's no reason to ever try to go anywhere else. So I guess we'll start off trying to get some initial upgrades, and then I don't even know. I don't know what we're supposed to do after that. We should never, ever, ever, ever try to destroy one of those hive things, because that will increase the rate at which the thing progresses, which we cannot afford. We just need a little bit more purple. But of course it's not going to give us to us, is it? There's none over there, we know that. Okay, that should be sufficient, maybe. We'll see. And the drone system is always there, it looks like, so that's not luck-based. Why are these... No, that's normal. Okay, but we don't have enough for this still. I thought we would, but it was just all the frickin' purple material that was taking up all our inventory space. And it gives us no more resources, because of course it doesn't. There it is. So that's not going to be enough, because yeah, it just gives a 1 or 2. As always. Why'd you have to make it so the first mine is the mine that we're eternally stuck in? Because this place just has such low mineral density for like the first long while. You just can't get any resources out of it. Just give them to me, thank you. And the dash is kind of useless, except for at the end when you get money for upgrades you have. Oh, we can't really go this way. Try to go under it, I guess. Get as much XP as we can. You know, if this place is the same layout every time, it would really help if I had remembered any of where the places, or where the items are and everything. But I, of course, did not. We just need to mine as fast as we can. The combat upgrades are not going to be able to keep up. It's all just a race against that clock. Because by the 3rd or 4th wave, it's pretty much invincible, and we're not going to be able to beat them. Okay, well, we can't get through to there. That's where we would need to be. I don't know why. They're just not letting me go that way. Because we have a full thing, and we can't do anything about that until we get to one of those. Or head back manually, which is not what I'm wanting to do. Can we just go down? Can down be an option? Or is that just fully segmented off from the rest of the level and it's just there to torture me? It's probably that option. Come on. Why is everything blocked off there? Fine, I guess we're just walking back to the beginning manually. Because it's just not giving us a way back. that's accessible. There was one right there, but it just wouldn't let us have it, so... So we can't just be running around full up, not actually getting any upgrades or anything. Portable turret, that doesn't help us. That doesn't help us at all. That helps us exactly none. Why do we need that? Why would we want that? Maybe we just throw this down somewhere. I don't know what that does for us. But we don't have any teleporters, so we can't even get back in time. We just need to kind of sit here and do nothing for the next while. Okay, finally. But we don't have the magnetic bullets, so... kind of screwed in that regard. Need to deal with this manually, even though... those don't last long enough, of course. So now we get to sit here and shoot these guys for the next minute. I've gotten like no resources in the last 10 minutes. I don't know what we're doing. Because there's no way to get back to the ship. Let me just sit here and do nothing. Still not able to do anything there. Oh, but there's up here. And of course, the one thing with loot is the thing that's right there with the enemies, which we can't open. Stop flying off in every direction. How do we get to where we can get back to the ship? Because unless we find a teleporter somewhere, we're screwed. We can't destroy any of those hives. Okay, but why am I still mining? I need to be exploring more. That's the roof. I remember this area. So it's definitely not fully... Wait, didn't there used to be a teleporter like right around here? Yet there isn't on this one. So maybe the teleporter locations are different, but the map isn't. Used to be one kind of down here too. Oh, there's one. Okay. I think that's the one we saw earlier. It's really far away from like everything else, but you know, that's fine, I guess. Can we get anything with that? We might be able to get more movement, which is what's needed right now. Because we have to make our way through so much mine to be able to get anywhere at all. There's so many different routes that are just completely blocked off by enemies. Grab this. Is there any loot in here? Yes. Oh, there's a lot in here. Okay. Good. 2 different technologies. So if we actually win, that'll be good for something. If we don't, then screw us. We're getting nowhere. There we go. Tesla armor. Useful. Okay, we're still pretty slow going in here. We need more movement upgrades. Oh, why is that just a dead end? Everything's just a dead end. The cave is just so chaotically formed, I can't memorize where anything is. Although I guess if it is consistent, then maybe after 3 or 4 more attempts... Why are you over there? Go over that way. Stay where I put you, please. So I can actually make any kind of progress. Why did you not pick up the thing that I told you to pick up? That's BS. Why would you do that to me? But we don't have enough. We don't have any time. Yeah, we can't even get to the teleporter in that amount of time. So what am I supposed to do? Am I just supposed to sit here? Just shoot the invincible walls for all eternity until eventually it decides to grace me with another wave? I guess. I just really hate wasting time on this because I know there's only like 1 more wave before they just become indestructible. And we're not going to be able to do anything against them. So all this wasted time just means I can't get any more money, which means I can't get any better mining, which means we can't get any deeper, which means that we're just going to inevitably die and all the time is wasted anyway. Yeah, good. Thank you. Okay, we need to get in there quickly. I don't know where we're going, though. This way? This way? Okay, when we see the double lava, that's a good sign. That means we're in the right area. We get a lot more money for more mining. Where do we even go, though? Down here? Don't know what this thing does, per se, but it's fine. Oh, and of course, all that is in there with them. They're just the rolly guys, though, so they're not a big threat, right? Yeah, that is a lot of the money we need. Man, it's gonna take so many trips back and forth to actually get any of this loot anywhere. Because we need more mining, but the deeper we go, the harder it is to get any resources back to the ship. Because it takes like an entire wave cycle just to get back in this deep. And that's not even really movement speed based, that's just an issue when it comes to like navigation. Because the further in we are, the more dead ends we run into. Thus the harder it is to actually find the correct way back. We're actually making it to a point where it looks like we're getting close to the signal origin. Which is good, because we kind of have to be. Wish I could have gotten more, you know, money before this, but more mining. But if we keep going back and forth trying to get enough money for better mining, we're never going to get anywhere. There we go. Okay. Now we just need to get out. That's it. Okay, let's do one more trip to get enough money for combat upgrades. Is it up here? No, it is not. This is a death trap. Double lava. Oh, we need this technology too. Okay, we have a full thing. There we go. Grab this back. Yeah, that doesn't help at all. Okay. Because we need combat now, not in-mine stuff. I don't know if we'll be able to actually do anything in here, but that it is a decent amount of time. Double lava. Go up. Think we got that? Okay. Can't go that way. Nothing down here. You stupid lava. Okay. Well, I think we're dead because it went like a few seconds before I thought it would. I said R. Get in there. Why are you not in there? Okay, and fighting those does nothing. I remember that. Is that it? Is it? That is... Wait, those actually take damage? Why? Those aren't supposed to take damage. You're not supposed to have to shoot at those. I don't know. I don't know anymore. Okay. We need to get more money because we need enough for healing. We need enough for more damage. Which we don't have enough of either. For really anything right now. Down here was some resources, yeah. Okay, grab those. There's just no way to get deeper in easier. That's the main issue. Because we can leave the cave fairly readily. Just takes so long to get back in once you do that. you come in here. Now we get this again. Okay. Now we have enough money for more upgrades, which is great for us. Yeah, we don't need this because that's just spread. We already have the magneting. Double damage might be nice, but we need the health more. So rotation speed or more damage from every bullet would be best. But that's a lot of stuff to get. I don't know if we'll be able to. I think we should just start the thing right now. So first we need to get as much of that as we can get. And then extract. Now we just need to survive for a certain amount of time. 50 seconds. I thought it was 60 seconds, so that's actually kind of nice. The one issue is going to be... Oh. There are easy guys on the wall. Oh, great. Okay. It's not the difficult enemies that are coming for extraction. It's the easy ones. That's actually much better. Oh, we do so much damage now. But we need so much more turn rate on this. Two and one, and get us out of here. We got the thing. We got a lot of dust. A lot of dust. And now we can leave. Oh my gosh. Yeah, if it was the tough guys the entire time through extraction, we would have been so dead. We got a lot of money from all the different relics and stuff we got. Yeah, that's a good amount. Okay. And we get the cat bot thing, which I don't know what the heck that does for us, but does something. Can we see that somewhere? Is there... Oh, maybe I need to go turn in the mission. Because I remember we got that over here at the bar with the guy. So do you have good news, or will I have to keep drinking myself to sleep? I think this bundle of wires missed you. Ah, you filthy rascal, where have you been, you tin-eared can? Let me see, bent antenna, scratches on a servo. Do those nasty creatures hurt you? Found them in a particularly deep nest. A little longer, you would have had to assemble a new one from what the Zyrex didn't finish. Oh, you lousy... I told you not to go too deep. I told you, do you hear me? Look at him, rumbling his servos, just like he's purring. I'm happy for you. Here are the blueprints as promised. Okay, helper drone accompanies the wall digger and helps collect resources. Ooh, that's gonna be very useful. I'm gonna go see how much that costs. Because if we could have an extra 10, basically 10 vacuum capacity on something that I don't even need to manage myself, that would be very, very good. Where is it? How do I buy such a creature? You think that's at the me shop? Probably, because it is the wall digger, not the spider. Let's see. Helper drone, there we go. It doesn't look like the cat, but I guess that's fine. And it's pretty cheap, actually. That's good. It looks more like a little squid thing. Oh, rate of fire. Ooh. So you could actually get upgraded further and be even more helpful. Okay. But we don't have any more of our blue. We need more blue for pretty much everything good. Alright. Well, that's fine. We'll spend the rest of our money in the shop over here. Because we have plenty of the biometal, so... Yeah, because we could get a better seismic generator, which would be nice. I don't like that it just says enhanced generator. Like, what does that mean? Does it increase the radius? Does it make it do more damage? Does it make it pulse faster? All of the above? I don't know. It doesn't really give us any numbers on this. Summoning the Leviathan. I don't know why we want that. The torpedo could be nice. Same with the drill. Same with the... That could be nice, but I'm probably not as excited about. The rocket could be nice too. So many things that I want. Well, I guess if we get this, then that's the only thing we're buying, and it doesn't even tell us what it does. These, we could get like numerous of these and get a lot of good upgrades for that, for basically the same amount. So we have the missile now, and we have the torpedo that'll shoot into any mine we enter, which isn't as important because we only enter like 1 or 2 mines per level, but it's fine. Yeah, we have this, which drills 5 blocks in for the torpedo to go. So that will help us greatly. I guess we could get this. I don't know why we want that, but we'll just say we do, I guess. Alright. So now we have this. The difficulty's gone up a little bit because of the side mission, but not to the point of, you know, difficulty. So we'll try to save as much of this as we can get because we need it for a lot of upgrades right now. So let's just go. We spent all our money. Might as well just hop into it. Alright, so that's the bottom of the map. So we're going up. Yep, that helps a lot right at the start. Our little drone guy is in here helping. Look how I can tell how much capacity he has. I don't think I can. Yeah, I don't see any loot in here. There's a thing already. That does not bode well. Yeah, none of that seems to have anything under it. How about up here? Hopefully he doesn't get hurt by lava. I certainly do. Really don't want to set these enemies free. Not yet, anyway. Okay, he does seem lava-proof. That's good. Oh gosh, that's a lot of loot. We'll have to set these rolly guys free to access it. I think that's worth that amount of money. Can you drop that, please? Thank you. Okay. Now we're full up on capacity. So let's bring this back to the ship and we'll have like 25 resources and a research. That's a good first run. Chemical trace, kind of useless. But you know what? We need to learn to be appreciative of the things we have. Now, once this thing is able to start beating up some enemies, that'll be real nice. And I don't have to worry about the lava, because it doesn't get hurt by lava. And we still mine so slow. Anything over here I should be informed about? Doesn't really seem like it. There's a little bit of loot there. Oh yeah, nothing. Let's turn in again. Still can't get either of these because we just don't have any upgrade materials for it. This guy's still kicking around for some reason. Okay, so grab the rest of that. Now we have to unlock all the guys, I suppose. Why did you stop going? I guess because I broke the thing you were kind of on, but still, there's no excuse. Wait, are you making flyers, or are you making... I think that's just making the rolly guys, which is no problem. I thought it was making the flyers because there were flyers in there. Alright, but that seems to be the end of the tunnel. It was just the enemies that were in there with it. Okay, but we do actually need more of the things that those drop, but... No, it's just... It moving the thing closer to the next wave is just so punishing. Let's just move to the next mine. Yeah, and I guess I can farm those in earlier missions that are easier. Okay, here's the next mine. Oh, good. It's a lot of enemies. And for what? Well, you do nothing. You do absolutely nothing, because you're attacking the enemies that only die at the end of the wave. Great. Why do they only put one mine between us and the freaking cloud wave? I don't have any resources to do anything about this. Of course, they put the invincible laser enemies on here as well, so we just take infinite damage while we're waiting for that thing to die. Yeah, we might just die here. Yeah. Why? Why do they do that to you? They put one mine in between you and being able to do anything. It just, you can't do anything with that amount of money. I guess they expect you to just invest fully into combat instead of any mining utility. I don't know why they would do that. Like, why would you invest into combat right off the bat when you're supposed to have enough mines to get rudimentary mining skills and then combat? But no, they just shove you straight into the deep end. Like, I might as well go straight up into the cloud wave immediately. That's essentially the same thing. It's the same death sentence. Well, I guess we get to do this mine again. Is it the exact same mine? Is there no randomization in this? I don't know. That first area seemed pretty similar, except I guess this time it had some... What is that? I don't even know. Oh, of course we broke into here. That's great. I wasn't even paying attention. This is gonna take a long time to kill, isn't it? Of course, it sits at 0 health for 20 shots. still don't get why it does that. Like when the health bar is black, you know, all empty, usually in like every single game other than this one, means that the enemy's dead. You know, it literally every other game. But not this one. No, that's not how it works around here. It just gives us a million things. This is like literally every tunnel or every like block here is money. That's kind of insane. I guess it just had nowhere else to put them. So just like, here. Just have all the money at once. This game has a really weird balance to it because it isn't actually like a start to end thing. Okay, that doesn't help us at all. Do we spend anything on mining? I mean, I kind of have to get anywhere in here, but if the mine just suddenly ends, then we're just kind of screwed. Nothing else down here but them. Well, we can turn in again because they got a little bit more. Okay. Get out. Still have a bit of time. Gotta grab all this. Are you full up? It seems like it. Alright, and we gotta go back again. So yeah, it does seem like the cave is randomized, because that's very different than last time. Okay, we got enough for more items here. Get a lot more speed because we're going in and out of the mine quite often. I'm gonna dodge the lava every step of the way too. And put so many resources right there on the edge of that thing. I guess that's only spawning roly guys, so that's fine. We can open that up. Just going through here to get that one thing over there. There we go. Okay. Now, is that everything in here? It looks like it is. Yeah. Okay, we're good. We have a good amount of money. But it better not put us through the frickin' cloud wave immediately again. Just one more mine is all I need, and it's cloud wave. Why? How am I supposed to deal with this? It just doesn't give us enough. But by the time we have good mining things, we're done. We're at the end of the mine. We don't have any jumping ability. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. We're just dead. We're just dead. There's no recourse for this. Literally none. Literally nothing I can do. And that shoots at the invincible guys for no good reason. And we can't even move our turret. Like, what am I supposed to do about that? And can you even be shot? You can't, can you? Because you make no sound when you're shot. Ah, that is such a crappy level. Why do they just give you one mine before the frickin' cloud wave? And the cloud wave is insanely difficult. Yeah, I understand we're going back. You don't have to play the animation every time and then a second loading screen. You don't have to do that. Nobody needs to do that. So I don't know what they want from us. I don't know what... I guess we just need to go all in on combat. Have zero efficiency inside the mine. Yes, I understand we're going there. I understand. You don't need to do that every single time. I know where... I'm the one that sent us there. You don't need to tell us that we're going there. Okay, and now the clouds are down? Why is that? Does that mean that there's a block above us? Or are you going to give us 2 mines this time? It actually gives us 2 mines. Okay, then what's above this? They don't give you any lay of the land either. They throw you into it in like a randomized area with 0 actual indication as to what you're supposed to be doing. Because I never know if it's up or down that I'm supposed to be going. I guess it was just really freaking crappy luck that we ended up 2 times in a row being stuck with 1 mine before just certain death. That was just the crappiest of luck. That also shouldn't be something that is luck-based, you know? That should be something that we can predict and make sure it doesn't happen. Okay, we can't open that up. Or else it's just gonna cause us issues for the rest of the tunnel. We can do it like way at the end, but... Oh, we're actually in the right tunnel for the one objective we have. I guess this is just by sheer chance it spawned us right next to the correct mine. Oh, and of course this just goes over straight to the enemies again. Okay, well, we gotta get more upgrades before we can go deal with whatever that stuff is. Alright, something useful? No, it is not. Okay. Got that, E. Once again, it's one of the 3 triplet buttons that you can't tell apart. I guess we have to go in there. There's nowhere else to go. Okay, but we can't destroy the thing or else it'll just summon a wave on top of us. And given how the cloud waves were, I feel like we won't survive a wave, so we just kind of need to make do. We need a lot more loot in here. But yeah, I feel like, you know, in the first stream of this, I was talking about what I had mentioned in the first game as to what I was hoping the second game would do better. And I feel like they've kind of gone the exact opposite direction that I was hoping they would. Because I'm pretty sure one of my main ones was longer levels, was my hope for this game. You know, where you would have longer stretches where your upgrades are more meaningful. You know, because no one likes to go through the beginning portion of it. It's very, you know, oh, that's useless. I guess it gives us money by the end, but doesn't help us until then. But yeah, no one likes to go through the sections of the game where you're like super weak and slow and you can't do anything. The thing you like to do is getting from that point up to a point where you're really strong. And so I was thinking if you could extend each level you go into, then you would be strong for longer and they would be more satisfying. But they kind of did the opposite of that, where they made all the levels much, much shorter. And I don't know why. I'm still assuming that this is just the starting portion of the game and they're going to, like, give us longer game things later, or they're gonna make it so eventually your bot upgrades, like permanent upgrades, make you super powerful from the start. I don't know. It is still very hard to tell what direction they're going in, even though we're many levels into it. Alright, I think in there is whatever that boss fight is supposed to be. Let's grab all this. Head on out. Upgrade some stuff, because we need better weaponry here. Which would be my mining. I guess we have the other weapon, but I never use that. That does not go very far. Oh, we got a wave coming. Of course we do. I was more worried about killing the thing in the mine. Oh, great, yeah. I don't know if we'll be... They definitely do still have the same difficulty of stuff. Even just for the regular waves, as the frickin' cloud wave had. I don't know why they put such dangerous things here on the first wave, but I mean, I guess there's only 5 waves, so that might be why. You're just moving us further and further away from the mine we're supposed to be at. I hate that. But it's either that or take damage. So you're wasting either time or resources trying to not get pushed down by that thing. Can you not be right in my way? Why did you take that much damage? You literally weren't even touching them. Oh, so there's just... Is there... No, yeah, it's here. I don't have anywhere to put this. Okay, that turret is actually super efficient. Start extraction? I would love to. Level just does not... It does not give you very much to work with at all. And then we're back to this. Gotta get more stuff, and these guys are like right in our way. It's like the only way to go left in the entire place. I guess we can go to the next mine. Because yeah, it's probably not worth all this BS. I wish we could go faster, but we can't. Anytime we try to, it just causes us pain. Not that. Disconnect. Go down to the next mine. And I don't even know if we'll be able to survive another wave, given the kind of enemies that they throw at us. Really just need more of that unique currency and more of these upgrades. We can't break that or else we'd unleash that monstrosity. Alright, well, we need to break this to get that. Nothing down there. Let's just grab what we can, get out, and extract before the next wave comes. Build one of those. I think that's useful. And now get off of the mine. Do some upgrades that... Well, I think we can actually do it without upgrades right now. Probably. We only need to survive a certain amount of time. We have a Tesla tower here, so... should be alright. Oh yeah, that's a good Tesla tower. We need all of you to be dead. Tesla tower, can you take out the melee guy? Thank you. I was kind of relying on you to take out all the melee, and he survived a lot longer than he should have. Okay, just hit these guys, please. I don't. Well, I guess we're getting out of here in 3 seconds anyway, so it doesn't matter if they evolve. We're not going to be here to see it. There we go. Just get us out of here. So far, the game has definitely fixed a lot of issues the first game had, like the uh-oh, you got one-shot by something you didn't even know existed thing from the first game. I don't know, I still don't know what was causing that the whole time, but this game doesn't do that, so that's a plus. But it certainly introduces its own problems. Alright, we don't have enough bio goop for that, so let's just go upgrade ourselves, which is pretty much the most important part anyway. We have a lot of this now, so we can get a better vacuum cleaner to make it double the capacity that it starts at. 10% more speed. Or you. Getting extra storage, and you can do a good amount of damage. That is probably the best upgrade we can get, right? Drilling power, though. Let's get this. Yeah, and then we can't afford anything else except for you, which I guess could be useful. let's do that. Could get another. What does that do? So 1 extra bounce to projectiles. So yeah, we could make it much easier to fight things in the caves. So yeah, let's do that. But I think I will leave it there. These levels have been getting, I don't know, a little frustrating. Like the one up here with all, oh, we just unlocked a million levels in here. Okay. Yeah, we'll probably try to do the hardest ones first, as always. But yeah, just with this one where it was 2 times in a row where it was just 1 mine, and then the fog wave that was pretty much impossible to get through without... I mean, even if we spent all of our money that we got in that entire first mine on combat upgrades, I don't think we would have been able to break through that. I really don't. That fog wave was just far too difficult for a first fog wave. And that's the weird thing, is like, sure, I get better equipment, but the entire, like, generally, at least in the first game, the entire, like, gameplay loop of it is you do the level, you die, you go back, you spend the money on upgrades, and those upgrades make your life easier. But with this, it's like, okay, well, you're not starting out from an easier point every time. You are actually, as you go further into the game, you are starting at harder and harder and harder and harder areas, so you don't have any of the in-game upgrades to fight that off. You only have your permanent upgrades to help you fight that. So it's almost necessitating a lot more strongly having all of those permanent upgrades just to break even against the enemies, just to be able to keep up with how the game progresses, which is very different from the last game where it was, you know, once you had enough permanent upgrades, you could just breeze through the early game, and that was the most fun part to me, was like eventually you get to the point where you're just breaking a million blocks, you know, you go in, your spider obliterates half the mine with the laser and the torpedo, and then you go in, finish it up, grab some loot, go back to the place, get some upgrades, you know. You're still starting from low personal upgrades, but all of your permanent bonuses are there, and they make you super strong, because the entire early game is still really easy. But it really seems like they're shaking that up because you're going into shorter missions. So you rely a lot more on those permanent upgrades, and it makes it so you're constantly starting from scratch every single time. And then it also makes it really frustrating when you can't get enough combat upgrades because they don't give you many mines, or the mines they give you don't have enough resources in them. So, you know, you try to do it the same way you do in the first one, where you go kind of from the first mine, get all your mining upgrades, second mine, get some combat upgrades, and then first wave. That's usually how it would go. But now it's like you'll end up in those situations where you do the first mine, get your mining upgrades, try to go to a second mine. There is no second mine, there's a fog wave. Oh shoot, why didn't I spend my money on combat? And then you're dead. Like, how are you supposed to know? You're supposed to be able to explore first? Like, we still haven't gotten any good way of increasing our speed without drastically, you know... I think, actually, yeah, I don't think we have anything to increase our speed. We have legs that can reduce our speed that we could buy, but they would increase our durability. So it's like, why would I get that? I need more speed, if anything. Just so I can, like, check around and make sure that I have the combat upgrades that I need to be able to survive. But you can't do that as of now because the spider is still slow as heck. So, I don't know, maybe later it'll unlock the engine thing and we can make the spider faster by default. I don't know. But as of right now, it seems like a very odd way that they've taken the game. I do feel like so far I prefer the gameplay loop of the first one, even if it had a lot of issues and a lot of things that I was hoping were going to be changed and were changed for the second game, just not changed in the direction I thought they would be, you know. I really thought that they would change it in the direction of more addictiveness and more just long-term levels and replayability and much longer distances. Like, maybe you're starting at the bottom of the wall and only going up, and it just goes up, like, pretty much forever. And you would have a bunch of different waves, a ton of Leviathans, millions of upgrades. Like, that's what I was expecting. Is basically the first game again, but with a lot more expansiveness, and thus you could feel a lot more powerful through most of the game. But this is the exact opposite, where you feel a lot weaker for most of the game because you keep restarting over and over and over again for each tiny mission. Which is only like a few mines big. Like, I think the biggest one we've had is like 4 mines. Like, in the first game, you go through 4 mines, and that's just like the starting zone, you know? That's the first 5 minutes of the game is those 4 mines. Whereas here, it's like the entire level is those 4 mines at most. Some have been 1 or 2 mines, and that's it. So it's kind of a bizarre change of pace that I'll have to see as we continue how, you know, that goes and if I like it more later. But as of now, I do think I prefer the first game over this one. Although, as I said, in the first game there was the issue of just getting insta-killed by something I didn't know was going to insta-kill me. So at least this game fixed that issue. That was... You're a lot more durable in this. The only way you really die is if you get severely overwhelmed, like on those fog waves. So I guess I'll see you guys next time, and yeah, I'll probably be back to this to continue and see what other progress we can, you know, claw out of the clutches of this this game. So I'll see you guys later, and goodbye.